everyone! So today's video is quite highly requested on my channel, and I sort of put two and two together and realised that quite a lot of my audience are around the age of 12, 13 to 14. So if you are that age, you might just be wanting to get into the world of makeup. So I thought that today I would make a drugstore makeup starter kit video and show you all the basics that you will need to launch yourself off into the world of makeup. Everything in this video is under £10 because I wanted to keep it cheap. It's just kind of like a pick and mix, so you can pick out the bits you want or pick out the bits you feel you need most. This makeup bag is from Primark. I like it because it has a little H on it and my name's Hannah. I like the size of it, it's really big so you can fit everything in it, and it was only £4. So first of all is the foundation. This is the base of your makeup. I'm just going to quickly run through the basics of foundations and bases and stuff like that, just in case you're not familiar with it. So first of all, you have the tinted moisturiser. This will be the one that's best for your skin because it's going to actually hydrate your skin. But it's very, very light coverage. You're probably not going to see much of a difference, just a little bit more bronzed, but you'll have a healthy glow, so that's a bonus. Then we have BB creams. BB creams are like a very light coverage foundation. Then you're on to CC creams. CC creams are a bit more technical. They target redness, blemishes, things like that. And then finally you come to foundations. Depending on which foundation you get determines how heavy the coverage is. Those four types are the four types that I see most commonly around drugstores. Personally, I would advise that you probably start off with a BB cream because it's very light on your skin, but that's the one where you'll start to see a bit more of a difference in how your skin looks. So the BB cream I recommend is the Rimmel London BB Cream 9-in-1 Skin Perfecting Super Makeup. I really liked this BB cream when I used it every day. I've moved on to foundations now, but if I'm having a good skin day, I will still use this. But I would definitely say don't be afraid to ask for help when finding your foundation in the shop. The staff will just ask you simple questions such as, do you have oily skin? Do you have dry skin? What are you using at the minute? Things like that, and they'll help you pick out the perfect shade and they'll recommend a good one for you. But generally I think this BB cream is good for everyone. But what I like about this one is that it has the 9-in-1. So at the same time, this primes, moisturises, minimises pores, conceals, covers, smooths, mattifies, brightens and helps protect. Whew, that was a bit of a mouthful. And this was only £6.99 from Boots. Next we're on to concealers. You definitely don't need to use concealers, or you could just use concealers and not use foundation. So you can use one or the other. Obviously if you have this one, this said it already conceals, so that might be enough for you. It purely depends on your skin, if you have a lot of blemishes, if you have under eye circles. So many factors go into it that it's hard to recommend something for everyone. But I have two concealers here that I'm going to recommend today. The first is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I absolutely love this. This is the one that I use every day. This is my holy grail product. This is so good for covering blemishes and cancelling out redness and things like that. Whereas this is the Rimmel London Wake Me Up Concealer. This is good for under your eyes because it's not cakey at all and it just generally makes you look more radiant. So the Rimmel one is £5.49 from Boots and the Collection one was £4.19 from Boots. If you feel that you only need a light coverage, I would say probably go for the Rimmel one. So now that you've got your base products sorted, you're going to move on to contouring. Obviously you don't have to, but this is personally my favourite part of doing my makeup. So to contour you will need three things: bronzer, blusher and highlighter. I've actually recently found this product that I was so excited to recommend to you. This is the Bourjois Paris. It has a French name, but it's the bronzing powder and highlighter. This is the bronzer that I use all the time, but I've never bought the one with the highlighter in it as well. But I like this because it's a bronzer and a highlighter for £6.99, so I thought it's super cheap if you would like both. As I said, this is the bronzer that I use all the time, and I use the highlighting section for the first time today. I wasn't mad about the highlighting section if I'm honest, but I think for the money you pay for it and if it's your first highlighter, you don't really need a great one, but it is good for the price that you pay. So that is the bronzer and the highlighter that I would recommend. Now we're on to blusher. This is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Mono Blush. This is in the shade Live Pink. I would say when you're going for your first blusher, you're probably quite safe just to go with a general pinky shade. I mean, the general pinky one tends to suit everyone, because it depends on how much you put on as to the strength of the blusher. And this was £3.99. Right, now I'm going to go on to eyebrows. For eyebrows, I have recently discovered this. This is the Collection Work the Colour Eyebrow Kit. They do brunette ones and blonde ones, so make sure you pick up the right one so that you have the right shade of eyebrows to match your hair. The main reason why I picked this up is because it was only $2.99, and for just $2.99 you get 3 shades of powder, a clear brow gel and an angled brush to fill your eyebrows in with. What a bargain. I have to admit I didn't set my expectations of it too highly, but I used it today. My eyebrows look alright. I really like the clear brow mascara. I found that the lightest shade was the one that I needed to use, but I wasn't a fan of the angled brush that came with it. But then again, if you're just starting out, I think that one would be absolutely fine. I would definitely say though, eyebrows can make or break your makeup look. So if you don't need to touch your eyebrows, then I would say completely just leave them alone. Okay, so now we're on to eye makeup. For eyeliner, I would say you don't need eyeliner when you first start out, but if you want to experiment, I would say the L'Oreal Paris Superliner Perfect Slim would be perfect. It's so easy to use, it's basically foolproof. So like me, if you are not a very arty person and you haven't got a steady hand, this one might be great for you. And this was $6.99. And for mascara, I couldn't make a makeup video without mentioning this one because I just love it so much. It's the 17 Falsify HD Mascara. This is only $6.99, but I honestly feel like it should be worth so much more than that. It's definitely more of a lengthening mascara than a volumizing one, but I personally really like that. However, if you would rather go for a volumizing one, I would say probably the Rimmel Scandalise is what you're looking for. And I think that one's only like $6.99 as well, but I haven't used that one for a while, so I'm not too sure. Okay, eyeshadow. I have got a super good deal here. This is the Revolution Makeup Revolution London eyeshadow palette in Beyond Flawless. This palette has 32 of the prettiest shades I have ever seen, and it was only £8 for 32 shades. And they're actually really good eyeshadows as well. They are so pigmented and so pretty. So I would definitely recommend that if you're looking for eyeshadows. So to keep your makeup in place and lasting all day long, I would recommend the Rimmel London Clear Complexion Powder. This is only $3.99 and I have super oily skin, but I find that this works really well to keep my makeup in place all day long. Usually I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder to set my makeup, but I've actually found that this is a really good cheap alternative of that. And finally, to finish your look off, you might want to wear something on your lips, so I would recommend buying a lip crayon. This is sort of a good in-between between a lipstick and a lip gloss. I'd never tried this before, I picked it up purely for this video, but I have tried it now and I really like it. This is the Collection Work the Colour Lip Butter. Really moisturising, really creamy on your lips, and this is in the shade Vintage Rose. I would probably say when you're getting your first lip product, go for a general pink, much like blush, purely because it suits everyone, and then from there you can figure out which sort of shade would suit you most. I think this is a pretty safe colour, and this was $4.49, I think. $4.49, yeah. But then finally, when it comes to the end of the day, I would recommend that from the start you take your makeup off properly. And if I was going to recommend one product to get your makeup off well, it would be this. It's the Garnier Micellar Water. Simply put a little bit of this on some cotton wool and it takes your makeup off like a dream. And for 400 millilitres, which is 200 uses, that's only £3. So there is no excuse. Absolutely everything I've mentioned in this video comes to around £55, which really isn't bad for a full face of makeup. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. Sorry if it seemed a bit rushed and you're a little bit confused. If you have any questions at all, be sure to leave them down in the comments below and I will be sure to get back to you. Remember to subscribe if you're new, and you can see my videos every single Thursday at 5 PM. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye!